Welcome back to the channel, everybody. In this video, I wanted to talk about something that's been going on a lot in the car industry lately. Something that us car enthusiasts are not happy about. And that would be a dealer markup. If you haven't heard or you don't really know what that is, a dealership markup is kind of something that started surfacing maybe about 2 years ago. When a car is created by the manufacturer, let's say General Motors, they come out with the MSRP, manufacturer suggested retail price, and the cars are usually sold at that price. Let's just say it's $60,000. And then the dealerships have been adding their own markup, which is in these cases recently an extremely high markup, just increasing the car's price tag tremendously. And it's kind of getting ridiculous. These dealers are calling these markups anything from just a traditional dealer markup, inflation adjustment, market adjustment, adjusted value, some term that they just kind of made up so that they can charge you more money. So that's basically what has been going on. The manufacturers have been saying, hey, we're coming out with this car, it's gonna sell at this price. And then it goes to the dealerships, and then the dealerships say, oh wait, we're gonna charge twice that much. Now, while yes, cars are more expensive across the board, this is only really happening with new car dealerships. Yes, used cars are more expensive, but the new car dealerships are obviously the ones that get the new cars that they would be selling at MSRP anyways. Let's look at some examples. And the big one I'm going to talk about right now, this first one, is the C8 Z06. The car that we've all been very excited for has finally come out. Some dealers, like this one right here, are charging an extremely large markup. This dealer is charging a $90,000 dealer markup. That is absolutely insane. That just basically doubles the price of the car. Now, I do notice there's a lot going on with all the GM products. There's this Hummer here, which has like a $100,000 dealer markup on it, virtually doubling the price of the car again. But this is also not just a GM problem. I will admit, I see a lot of them with GM. However, it is pretty much across the board. We do see this new 350Z that has something similar, pushing the price of the car over $100,000. If you guys want to stay updated on different car news, this would be a great time to go down and smash that subscribe button to stay updated on what's going on and the cars that I got in the garage. So we were kind of seeing this problem a couple months ago with the GT500 and all the new Mustang and Ford products coming out. However, Ford has been kind of putting the hammer down on this for their dealers, and I actually really respect them for that. Ford's been kind of cleaning up shop and very much restricting their dealers from doing this. They have threatened their licenses, and they also had talks about not releasing any more dealership licenses as well. So I will give some props to Ford for starting to take some action towards this. So this is kind of weird. The manufacturer owns the whole company, and dealerships are sort of like a franchise. They're individually owned, so technically they can do what they want, but it has to be within the company's bounds. Because even though they're an individual business, they still need to run by the rules of the corporation. So technically, they can keep continuing to do this unless two things happen. Nobody pays their inflated price, which people have been extremely upset about it online. And I have even noticed some dealers coming down from their dealership markups because of the outrage online. Or the second thing that could happen is the manufacturer will just say, hey, you can't do this, we're taking away your license, or you have to sell our vehicles at MSRP. So I guess that kind of brings up the question, is this okay? So this kind of reminds me of like reselling, people who resell shoes or flip things online. And I used to do a lot of this stuff when I was in high school. Obviously, I didn't own a car dealership when I was in high school, but I would, resell shoes. I would go to garage sales, buy things for cheap, sell them online for more, or do certain things like that where I would resell things. I think that there are some lines that should not be crossed when it comes to reselling or flipping items. I don't think you should flip or resell things that are morally wrong. For example, I don't think companies should upcharge drastically for life-saving medicine. I don't think you should gouge somebody because they're in a life or death situation like that. A situation like that is not okay. But for people who upcharge the price of shoes online, I don't really care. But the real problem is the fact that it is within the company. Chevy cannot say that their new C8 Corvette is going to come out at $65,000 if dealerships are going to charge $115,000 for it. It's just not, the company can't say that. They shouldn't be allowed to do that. Is it right or wrong? I don't have the ability to tell you or anybody else what is morally right or wrong to sell your cars for. It's the free market, and yes, dealerships If it was their own car, they have the right to charge whatever they want, and it's our choice as a consumer to either buy it at that price or not. But where I really don't understand is how companies are allowing this. I don't understand how the executives at Chevy are okay with going through all this trouble and all this work to put out a car that has tons of value and is good for the price that the average person can afford, and then Chevy dealerships just mark it up twice the price so that they can price gouge people. I don't understand how within the company they can allow that to happen. This kind of goes into an overall theme that I have for this video. I don't think new car dealerships will really be around for that much longer. I'd say maybe 15 years. I can see the value in a used car dealership. For example, I bought this car at a very nice used car dealership, and they dealt with specialty, like high performance cars, and that was cool to go to a place that had all the type of things that I was looking for. I think used car dealerships are a great place to go and shop. That's where I bought my Corolla over at Motor City Auto Auction. I didn't really know what I wanted, and I went there and I ended up deciding on a car when I was there. But I think that generally not a lot of people, yes, there are the select few, probably if you're watching this channel, you might be one of them, that enjoy buying a new car. I've actually never bought a new car, so I can't say, but I enjoy going to the dealerships. I like looking at cars and stuff like that, but I don't think the average person really enjoys going to the car dealership. I don't think grandma enjoys haggling with the car salesman. Most people don't want to jump through all those hoops. It's just a hassle and nobody enjoys it. It doesn't seem super efficient, and there's really just no need to buy your car from a salesman when you can just go to a place like Tesla, buy your car online, and buy it at MSRP. The majority of people don't want to jump through all those hoops. So for those reasons, I don't think new car dealerships are going to be around for much longer. I could see maybe a shift going on. Maybe they transition into just service, or maybe they transition into a spot where you can go to test drive a couple of vehicles and then you make a purchase online after that. The idea of a new car dealership is this very Americanized idea that you have to go to the dealership and buy something they have on the lot that day. In a lot of places around the world, they have these sort of test drive hubs, sort of just like this. It's a dealership, but it's not. You go there, they have a couple models you can check out, look at, drive around, but you just order your car there and you don't come home with the car that day. All I could say is that I know the car community is not happy, and I want your guys' opinion on it. Let me know down below. Is this something you could see happening in the future? Hope you guys all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.